instance.
But dude, that whole green room smelled like ass.
Yeah, because we had fucking 7 stank pussy Latinas just talking.
Whoa.
You heard me, bitch.
Dude.
stank.
Latina?
Pussies?
We're about to cause a ruckus with the dude. I got beat up by a special ed.
Hold on, bitch. Bro.
Hey, tell me if this counts as bullying.
Even like in a silly goose time.
I'm pretty cool, I think. He calls me Zaddy.
Welcome to the Bad Neighbor Podcast.
What does your shirt say?
You opened 2 gifts this morning. They were your eyes.
Dude, what? Like you always have. I feel like the most weirdest outfits. Not even weird outfits. They're like dad fits almost.
Okay.
Like I feel like you don't buy new clothes. Like you're 100% that thrift store guy.
The shirt was $75.
That was $75.
This shirt was, yeah.
Where do you do mainly your shopping at?
All online.
All online, like
Yeah.
vintage places or no?
No, this was a fresh drop. Limited edition.
Are you being for real?
Being for real.
What's the brand?
Online ceramics.
Fresh drop online ceramics.
Dude, what
baby.
do you?
What's
Okay,
that?
like I feel like you're that guy. Like you're a tech guy, right? Like you're you're an internet guy.
Internet guy.
Like yeah, like you're deep in like not even the Reddit. Like you're on different forums than like what I would be on.
You're like a 4chan guy?
Even then, that feels deeper than 4chan.
You're like a Tor guy or what?
I mean,
Or are you not?
He
saying
definitely
that?
has a VPN.
I do pay yearly for a VPN.
Exactly.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm online. I'm connected. I know
What's popping online
I have my finger on the pulse. You know what I mean?
of the internet?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. You guys are on Instagram, right?
That's about it.
You guys spend time on Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
You guys spend time on YouTube.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
All the time. I'm TikTok, YouTube guy. That's
TikTok,
yeah,
YouTube?
TikTok, YouTube.
So it's just another app that I open. It's not like, you know what I mean?
So are you more of like you're because I feel like you're not really like Facebook or like Instagram-y.
I fuck with Instagram. I use it more for communication, though. You know what I mean?
That's what mine turned into. Like I just DM people from that now.
Yeah, and I mean, Instagram Reels get me. I just got a fucking like device-wide ban from TikTok, so like I can't. I tried to make a new account today to start reposting my clips. I made the fresh because my other one was like, no, you can't get in. I fucking made it today. Went to go change my bio, and by the time the page refreshed, it had like caught up and was like, oh, no, that's the same guy. Get him out.
what'd you do?
I have no idea.
You have to have some idea.
It's the clip
Yeah.
you posted of him talking about hitting his girl and shit.
What? I never said that. I have no idea, man. I mean, I've said some like.
you have to have a idea
I mean, the only thing I can think.
because they don't just dry ban you. They give you a couple chances, don't they?
Yeah.
So they had to be like, hey, it's because of this, and you're like, I'm gonna keep doing that, and then you kept doing it.
Well, I hadn't logged into TikTok for. Nathaniel's here. I hadn't logged into TikTok for like 2 years, and then I just logged into my old account, and it said it was banned. I thought maybe inactivity or something. I mean, I said crazy shit in comments. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's not like I was just innocent.
Yeah, you were just.
But it's like a full fucking device-wide.
That's pretty hardcore.
Any account that logs in on my phone's fucked. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like that's I don't know. That seems excessive.
Device wide. I never heard of someone getting device banned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
wild.
when you're how long have you started doing comedy for?
5 months.
It's been 5 months.
Yeah, I started halfway through January of this year.
Nice. And then how did you end up hearing about how to do not how to do comedy, but like where to go?
Well, I mean, I knew about the well. I used to live right by it.
Okay.
I was always kind of interested in. When I moved to Bakersfield, the first event I went to was I literally moved my shit into my apartment in Oildale, and I went on Facebook and just like events near me tonight. Like all my shit got moved in. What are we doing tonight? And Timber Brewing came up, and it was their Wednesday night mic.
Oh, dope.
And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna go check. I like I've always liked comedy.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, sick. Like where I'm from, my town is so small. Like there's nothing like that.
Where are you from?
Up north a little bit, outside of Modesto.
So still California.
What was that place called? Like Rockwall or Rock whatever the fuck?
Rock.
Oakdale.
Oakdale.
Yeah, Oakdale.
That's me. Yeah, that's a tiny little
Yeah.
fucking shithole.
What's
It's
their
nice.
What's their main export?
It's the cowboy capital of the world.
For real.
For real.
So
Yeah.
are you a cowboy, baby?
Fuck, you didn't see my car?
No.
4 legs, long tail. No, I'm just playing.
Oh,
1 horsepower.
Yeah.
you didn't see that wagon?
So yeah, I went to that, and then Chris Flail followed me on Facebook because I like RSVP'd for that mic. I didn't go up or anything. I just was like, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, you're interested.
Yeah, and I just hung out, and then started going to Rocket Shop. Still as like a spectator. I always wanted to
What year was this?
I moved here 2018.
Oh, so
shit.
pre-pandemic.
Yes.
Right on the cusp.
Well, that was early 2020, so I had a couple years here.
I forget what year we're in.
Normal
sometimes.
times.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on drugs for a long time. So.
It feels like though like it's crazy that post-pandemic is this long already. You know what I mean?
It's been like two years.
Yeah,
two
it's
and a half.
fucking
It's
crazy.
been almost 3
3.
years. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been 3 years really.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I went to so I started comedy this year, right? But I had done 2 mics prior to that, both absolute dog shit, and just destroyed me. And I was like, "Fuck this shit! I'm not coming back." So I did Rocket Shop once, and then I did The Well once. I actually went right after you, but you probably don't remember.
I don't.
It was a long. I don't even think Daniel had owned it yet, but
Nah,
Oh,
he's
shit.
he's only owned it for like a year.
1
so,
year. Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Dude, that's wild. I didn't know you've been out here for that long.
I know it doesn't feel like I have. It's
Because you were going out until he's like, do you know around what time in 2018? Like you started
March.
going out March. Yeah, so I started comedy in November of 2018,
okay.
and I started at Rocket Shop. So it's rare to
Oh, did
find.
you?
It's rare to find someone who's like went to Rocket Shop as a spectator before, and I was like, yeah, I remember like going there and shit. Because it's like, dude, like no one who went to Rocket Shop ever comes out to the club anymore.
Yeah, that sucks.
So it's weird. It's like no one ever shows up, but yeah, that's wild. And then what finally was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. Because these were your first times going up were after the pandemic.
No. This is still like the
Pre.
first time ever was probably sometime in 2018, maybe at Rocket Shop.
And so you did it, and you're like, no,
Yeah, I was like, that was awful.
it's all everything in my head I thought was wrong. I'm stupid.
I mean, I didn't think that I'm gonna go up there and fucking knock this shit out of the park, baby. Like I'm
At least a chuckle though, right?
well, yeah, and I did get chuckles, but I was just I wasn't willing to put myself through the uncomfortable aspect of it. I'm not gonna just let's just keep doing that. That feels good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah, and then so
Especially when you're up there and you're just like, to her. Brr.
yeah,
It's
you
just
find
like,
yourself at like halfway, and then Chris Phil is just looking at you like, it's like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm not coming back next
You
week.
can see like his eyes are just saying so much. You're
Yes.
like, yeah, I'm disappointing you right now.
Exactly.
Or you got like a bunch of stuff written from like I remember in the early like when I first started doing it, like you go and you like get all these premises and you're like, oh fuck yeah, dude, this is at least 5 minutes. All right, and you go up there and you knock them all out in like a minute and a half, and you're like, fuck. You're like, all right, so
Yeah, definitely that too. That was even the beginning of this year. It was like, okay, and I'd even, recite it out loud and then look at my stopwatch and be like, oh, I'm good.
yeah,
And then somehow it's like, you got 2 minutes left. What are you gonna do now? It's like,
Yeah.
fuck. But to answer your question, I guess, beginning of this year, I was just like, you know what? I've been a piece of shit since COVID, pretty much. I fucking hate myself. I'm not getting any younger. My 20s are dwindling away. Always wanted to do comedy. It was just one of the many things where it's like, are you ever gonna like put effort into something, or are you just gonna like, and then die? You know what I mean?
that's a good motivator right there, dude.
For sure, yeah.
That's a good. Is like, am I gonna do something or die?
Yeah.
That's a good fucking motivator
Were,
right there.
were you ever that guy who's always like, you start shit, but then like, not that you don't finish it, but then after a while you just get bored and you're like, fuck, I'm tired.
100%. And even now, 5 months, 6 months in, I'm kind of like, this is a pretty good streak, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Do you like what are you liking about it so far? Because it's only 5 months. Do you feel like this is
I know.
something you can progressively do more and more?
It's something I've always wanted to do, and also, getting some time underneath my belt with like a, very office job, super solid. It's a level that a lot of people seek to get,
Right.
and it's kind of like I'm thankful that I got it quick, because now I realize that it ain't much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not
The grass isn't always greener, right?
Exactly. It's like, it sounds great, and don't get me wrong, like, count my blessings, but it's not. If I did this for fucking 30 more years, I wouldn't make it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'd be fucking blowing my brains out for sure.
100%.
So, I mean, that's what I like about it, is that I've always liked talking to people. I was the class clown and shit. So I like making people laugh. But I've also just like I like public speaking and shit. You know?
Right.
So I'm just happy to be getting better at that shit.
So do you feel like there's a possibility of you to do like a career in this maybe?
That would be fire.
So like what would it take for you to quit like whatever you're doing now to do this shit?
Like a
Like money. Like
No, I know, but like
yeah.
but like for me, like I didn't quit because of money. I was like, I think I can do this.
Yeah.
Like I have that stupid delusion in my head where I'm like, I think I could do this.
But now
shit.
reality set in a little bit, right? You know.
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, it's settling in
Well,
to the
fuck.
to
You
the
know?
point where I have a job interview tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know that's what.
Because I was that same way, dude. I like most people are like, oh, I had a job and I wanted to do comedy, so I went up to an open mic. Like, so for me, I had nothing, absolutely nothing. I was like for the past 5 years, I was like a terrible alcoholic and drug addict, like completely terrible, right? Like the viewers know, you know, like I've probably said it a million times, homeless, like not super homeless, but low key homeless.
He was running around.
Yeah, running amok, run a full muck, complete, burnt my whole life to the ground, and went into like a sober living. Finally got like some progress in my life, and 3 months into this bout of sobriety that I have now, I started doing comedy, and I didn't do anything else. I had a job in like the oil fields, like some stupid job, and I'm like, dude, fuck this, dude. I go, I'm just gonna fucking do comedy because I didn't have anything else.
Yeah.
And then I did comedy all the way up until like probably recently. I've been doing schooling, and now I'm doing this, that, and the other. And now reality setting in because I'm getting more responsibilities in life, and I'm like, okay, now I want things. I can't just go fart around with my friends at the comedy club all day. So it's like the inverse of most things. It's like now I have to do things and kind of peel back.
Well, and you mentioned
And
you have a kid, right?
Yeah.
So that is just
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, but I mean,
Same.
yeah, that adds a whole other layer of complexity.
Yeah, I have a kid, a fiance, and it's like, okay, so
Right.
like I have to like do shit.
Yeah, that's tough. But I mean, what I would have to get to, you know, I love the idea so much that I wouldn't have to 100% replace my income to quit, but I would have to see it and realize that it was not like a one-off, like a quick pop of cash and then, you know, let's see what happens next type shit.
Right.
I would want to like see a system in front of me that I know I could put time into and make it bigger and better.
Right, like creating different avenues for you
Exactly.
to make shit. That's what I learned is like I thought for a long time people were just making it on touring and stand up like that, but then you realize like the people who are touring, you just switch that off, and the people who are touring and shit have the huge podcast following.
Yeah.
To where like like when they go on tour, that's just extra income.
Yeah.
That's
I
like,
diversify my revenue
yeah,
streams.
like I learned like Tim Dillon is a huge like he mainly makes all of his money off of podcasts. Versus like him being on tour, like him being on tour is whatever money to him.
And
Yeah.
then, but it's like the podcast. Well, you get it from sponsorships on podcasts, and then your podcast feeds your audience. You find your niche, your 10%. I'm sorry, your 1% of the population that will come and see you wherever the fuck you're at.
Yeah.
And then you're set.
Yeah.
And then your tours lead back to your podcast, which lead back to bigger tours, and it's like it starts feeding off each other. It's like a totally new thing. Like with podcasting, you're able to create your own like Tonight Show.
For sure. And
You know?
I mean, really the secret sauce of what you guys are talking about is having eyes on you, is having people, is building your network and,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean, a following. And it, you know, Instagram is like a very clear example of, you know, having that following because you have the exact number there. But a lot of these guys just, people that tune every day, they're fucking, you know, they're listening to your bullshit and they're, you know, they're going to follow up with it. But, yeah, I don't know.
So when you started like so like what age would you say that you found and kind of like got into stand up comedy?
How old are you right now?
27.
27.
Yeah.
Okay.
This dude's like me, dude. Like we just look older.
Yeah, it's a
This is what happens when you live like off the offshoots.
I
of
think
California.
I think
like,
it's
little
just
cities.
that Caucasian in y'all. You know what I mean? I think that's really what it
I'm
is.
100% Mexican.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. 0%.
I get Spanish. I can see it. But you have nice, like, no homo. You have like nice skin. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
thank you.
You have nice skin. You have younger skin. Where like,
I'm 100% just worn out.
But you look in your eyes and you could see your youth.
It's like I've seen shit.
No, it's like you have
Through
like
the layers of it all, you see the boy that his mother used to see.
yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly.
Like when you see a homeless person and then like you see like the human in him for a second, but then you look away because you're like, fuck this guy.
and dude, what the fuck's up with your hat, dude? It's
What?
it's fucking.
I don't know. This hat was just cool. I like the color pattern of it.
It's June.
I know. I just like the color pattern of this.
You should get 12 of those.
That would be pretty fun.
I should get one with my last name on it. and then rock that one with you.
That would be good.
Yeah. What the fuck did you ask me?
Yeah, sorry.
Around what? I know, dude. You're fucking.
Oh no, it's cool.
Around what age? Because you're 27. It's young.
Yeah.
It's young
Yeah.
to start comedy.
I'm
It's
not so
sort
sure
of
about
young.
that.
Because I
No.
wish I would.
You started at like 24, bitch.
I was 20.
You're 20. You're 20. That's young.
25,
That's
yeah.
young.
You started at 20,
Yeah.
so you're 5 years deep.
Yeah. So I started in 2018.
I mean,
shit.
it doesn't.
I don't know. I don't know how to count the COVID year shit.
Don't.
I don't know.
You don't.
Okay,
You
okay.
don't.
So I'm
He's
whatever.
2 years in. He's 2 years.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But these but what age? Because I discovered stand up at a young age, and so did Julian.
Yeah, me too.
So around what age do you think? Like around what time frame did you really discover it, and like who was it?
Yeah, me and my granddad. I remember vividly watching Doug Stanhope special, and
Started with Doug Stanhope.
yeah, and he was really into Lewis Black. So he would always watch Lewis Black shit, and of course the fucking blue collar I grew up dirt fucking poor, so the blue collar comedy guys were like
Yeah.
targeting my whole fucking household. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
saw a bunch of that shit.
How do you feel about Larry the Cable Guy as just a character?
Yeah, that's corny as hell. I think
Did
out
it
of
like break your heart though?
no, I mean I quickly grew out of that shit, and like Jeff Denham, that kind of
Yeah.
shit. I mean that was like huge.
Yeah.
Mind of Mencia and shit. Just going on Comedy Central, like you
Right.
get exposed to a little bit. You
Yeah.
know? And yeah, fuck Larry the Cable Guy.
Did you? So when you, so you were your family was blue collar comedy tour
for
people.
sure?
So did you ever like listen to like offshoots of that, like Rodney Carrington and shit like that?
Out of the main dudes, what's his name? Ron White.
Yeah, Ron
He's
White's the
fire,
best.
dude. He's the best one for sure. But no, I mean I was still pretty young when they were listening to that shit. I mean he was Toe Mater.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I was, this weird crossing of media, that I was consuming in terms of like age group,
yeah.
But yeah, like Doug Stanhope was fire. And then as I was getting older and started like, getting on the internet, it was fucking game over,
So that's what like you picked up because I think Anthony told me I was like, yeah, David's like a Tom Segura guy, or is that somebody else?
Like him or
Like you enjoy like people like that. Like you're like, are you like a your mom's house person or not? Not at
Nah,
all.
never
I think
listened
that's
to
someone
it.
else,
I think
dude.
that is someone.
That's
else.
fucking who
Oh,
is
that's
it?
Burden.
Josh?
John Burden.
John? No, that's Michael Ravellis, dude.
Oh, that's
He's
who
a
it
mom-
was.
he's a
Yeah,
mommy,
he's a
dude.
mommy.
They do
Oh.
kind of look the same though. You
Yeah,
guys-
I get that.
So who was like your?
He looks like he looks like the half Mexican version of you.
yeah, which
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
When you got into it, like, are you big into podcast or no?
Yeah. I mean,
What's your second favorite podcast? Because the first is obviously the Bad Neighbor Comedy Podcast here on YouTube and Spotify.
yeah, definitely.
Yo, the whole jug,
He's all,
Doug?
Yeah, leave me alone.
The whole
Dude,
jug?
I like that David's all. Yeah, I didn't even know these fuckers had a podcast.
The whole jug?
Leave my jug alone, dude.
The whole jug.
We got to start releasing. I've been thinking about. I think we should start releasing our live podcast that we used to do.
What live podcast?
That we used to do at the well. The 3 that we did.
What are you talking about? Oh,
streamed him live.
No, because we used to do live
we
comedy
should. We need to
shows.
start doing those again, dude.
We used to do live comedy shows at the well, and it would be Bad Neighbor Live Podcast.
Yeah.
So we would be, I think, like we'd get 3 people from out of town, have them do sets, and then all of us would go on stage, and then we'll start interviewing every comic you just saw.
And like a
pretty
fun live environment.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah,
So
it was actually really dope.
they
That
were
is
fun.
tight.
I would love to bring them back and do more shit like that.
That shit was fun, dude. That
Yeah.
shit was fun. And I think it's different for the comics that we would book because it'd be like, they're used to just doing their little set. So usually what would happen is like you'd have 3 comics. Those 3 comics would perform. And then on the back end of it, we would do interviews.
Yeah, we do
So
like
with those 3.
We do like 3 main questions per comic or every comic, and then that's like how we would structure it. Instead of us just sitting there and be like, what are we gonna talk about?
I think it got better towards the end, though. We got a little bit more free flowing towards it
Yeah.
because the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
one was like real tight. We didn't know what to do. We were like trying to entertain the crowd at the same time. So hit, punch.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, we were just kind of like, hey, these guys are cool. Just kind of listening, having something a little different experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that is sick.
Yeah.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah.
What was the what'd you guys put down on paper for this? Like, was it just let's all meet together
For
and
this
talk, or was
podcast, I
it-
think what it was we were recording dumb shit before. Like we're not dumb shit, but we would get together.
We started. So Anthony wanted to start doing the Jaguars Den, which has never seen the light of day, which was his podcast called the Jaguars Den.
Play on his last name.
On his last name, yeah. And it was just like him leading it and asking questions, and then we
To you guys?
I don't know. It was just like I'm a podcast.
It was mainly just the four of us.
Maybe not
That's all
even
it was.
Nathaniel was there all the time. I
Well,
think.
towards when we first started, or not when we first started, once we kind of like got Nathaniel in it,
Yeah.
he started being more on it.
Yeah, and then we took a break, and I'm like, "Yo, dude, what's up with why aren't we releasing podcast? Like, we have to start releasing podcasts. You know what I mean?" And then me and him, and then I started doing a podcast, and at the same time, me and him were like, "Yo, dude, like, let's start doing this podcast." And we're like, every Monday we're gonna start doing it. Boop boop boop. And then the guys are like, "Okay, well, let's go." And then they kind of hopped in, and we all started doing it pretty consistently.
Yeah, then it turned into Nathaniel being here, setting up my entire living room just to be a podcast studio.
Yeah,
Daniel did that?
Like all of this shit, pretty much set it up. I was like, we'll do this, this, and this. Like how the cables are ran and shit like that was all like him.
like the first couple episodes we did was like video format, like multimedia shit. Like, so we had we'd watch TV and but then it got to us just fucking watching TV, and we're like, okay, let's cut that. And then now it's just us talking bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much talking
whatever.
about our week and whatnot.
Yeah, and just
that's
talking
cool.
bullshit.
So that's all that I wanted to ask you, because
Yeah.
you got to hang out with Nathaniel kind of like 1-on-1 ish this last Saturday.
Yeah.
How was that hanging out with him, like outside of the club?
For
Yeah.
what?
I just had a friend from out of town. He had hit me up earlier that day, completely unrelated to. He was talking about another conversation we had at the well.
Yeah.
Because outside of my day job, I also I just make websites like freelance. I've been doing. That's what I did before I had my current job. And he was just telling me that he's not working anymore. Blah 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 blah. So he was just hitting me up about maybe being able to help me out or whatever. But then we had hung out the night prior.
Yeah.
And he was like, you guys were joking that it was his birthday. But I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. I forgot it was his actual birthday.
Yeah. So I didn't know if you guys were fucking around or whatever. So he hits me up about this, working thing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, here's your answer. And then I was like, is it actually your birthday, dog? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, shit. Well, happy birthday, man. And I didn't even know he didn't live in town.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, what are you doing, dog? I have people over anyway. Like, I had my friend from Oakland. He was just staying at my house for the weekend. And I was like, hey, we're already chilling, so feel free to come through. We're gonna go hang out tomorrow, yada yada. And then he was like, okay. And then he was like, I was like, well, you can come right now if you want. He's all right. I'll be there in an hour. I'm like, you live an hour away and you're still coming? It's 11 o'clock. But all right. So he showed up, and then we just kicked it. And then he went to the well that night, Saturday night, I think it was. It was cool though.
Was he very bit person when he was there with you guys?
Honestly, we had plans for Saturday morning,
Uh-huh.
and he came over Friday night, and it was just me and my friend from Oakland. And he came over, and he just got out of his car, and he was very bit
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what, man? I put myself in his shoes for a second. I'm like, bro, he's 19, just turned 20, driving an hour away to some guy he barely knows house, 27 years old, showing up to some other friends. You know what I mean?
Like another environment, like stepping into something, right? Yeah.
You know that meme where it's like when you're in 4th grade and your teacher has you run a note to the 8th grade class, and then the door opens and it's like Travis Scott, they're all having a fat party.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it from his point of view, and then so I was like, he's probably just nervous. You know what I mean? So the first hour that he was there, yeah, he was just trying to be on one,
Almost like a cat.
But Nathaniel is Travis Scott, though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He's the rock
he
star.
mentioned that.
He's the rock star.
Well, anyway, he seemed a little, I was like, what? I'm just we'll sleep on it,
Yeah.
Next morning, it was all gravy. He was cool, and it wasn't
He stayed at your house?
yeah, he got there because we were
Beware.
well, yeah, he
Beware.
did some weird shit, but the plan was the plans were for Saturday morning, but I was
Yeah.
like, if you want to come down tomorrow, because we're trying to do it in the morning, so blah 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 blah, but he did well, man. We all
That's
patted
what's
him
up.
on the head when we were done.
Good. Because he told me that I think he said that your friend called him out. I was like, are you doing a bit right now? And he got super self-conscious.
Ah,
And he started panicking. He was like, oh shit.
and was he?
He said he was not doing good after that. He
He's
was like,
always
"Oh, it's
doing a
fine."
bit. He's always
doing a bit.
He's
But
always doing a
the
bit.
thing I was like, be careful, because Nathaniel crashed here the first 2 times, and then after a while he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just stay here. And I'm like, what do you mean you're just gonna stay here?
Yeah.
So I was like, but he's cool. Like I had to learn the first, I think early on, the first 2 times he's just trying to get people to like him,
Yeah, and that's fair. You
which
know
I
what mean?
respect. I'm like, dude, I get it. I
mean,
get it.
And then after that,
He'll
it's
become.
no, it's no holds bar. Your kitchen
Oh yeah,
is his
your
kitchen.
fridge is his.
Your fridge is his.
Did he immediately raid your fridge?
No, no way.
Well,
The second day for sure.
Second morning,
He
you
was-
wake up
yeah.
and he's making breakfast.
Yeah.
he was respectful. You know what I mean? Like he would ask, like, is it cool if I grab blah blah blah? I'm like, yeah, dude. Like,
What
it's
the
all
fuck?
good.
That's because we taught him, dude. That's us teaching
Before
him.
he would just come in here and just start grabbing shit. I'm like, what are you doing?
Heat him out of house and home and
Yeah,
shit,
dude.
Bro, the funniest shit was when it was like I was getting ready to go to bed and I was like showing him where he could sleep, and I was like, you don't have to set an alarm. I'll just like come in here and wake you up when the time comes.
You dad his ass.
Yeah, and, but the funniest shit was like I was about to close the door and he's like, hey, tomorrow when you wake me up, if you have some like granola or something, just like come in with that. I'm like, what? You want a little snack to wake up? And he was dead serious though. He's like, yeah, or just anything. I don't know. It doesn't have to be granola.
That's such a Nathaniel statement.
Yeah.
Because there was a time where I came home.
That fool stayed at my house and stole my socks one time, dude.
Fuck.
Oh, I gave him. No, I'm sorry. I gave him a pair of socks.
My favorite thing is I love this dude to death. It took me a long time to really like let him grow on me, to where it's like now I'm like, if he hits me up, he was like, you want to like kick it or can I come through? It's like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But before I was really really resistant to it because of certain shit. And there was a time where he was sleeping here at my house, and I came home at like 3 a.m. and I thought he sent like the funniest fucking video in our group chat, and I like woke him up. And I was like, dude, this shit's hilarious. He was like, look at this. And then I was like, this is hilarious. And he goes, all right, get the fuck out my room. And I was like, bitch, this is my house. What do you mean get out of my room?
That's hilarious.
But that's hilarious that he told you just bring in some granola.
Yeah, just to wake him up. I want to wake up right.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Dude, no, that's what I always thought. I was like, do your parents like treat you like this? And then you meet his parents and like, they do not treat him like that.
Oh, so he's
it's
just like, I need this.
Yeah.
I never get this at home.
yeah, I need a hug.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
So when you guys Saturday, and then he went to work, and then he went home, he never stayed with you Saturday night again?
So when he was getting out of his car up into my house, he like was empty-handed, and I'm like, bro, just bring your shit in now. Like,
Yeah.
you're staying here, right? And he's like, yeah, okay. And then I was like, you want help with anything? You want me to grab a bag for you? He's like, I didn't even put it in bags, dude. And he literally just had like bundles of clothes and a single pillow. He had like one change of clothes and a pillow. And I'm like, I got pillows, dog. Is that like your favorite little pillow or something? He's like, nah, just, I don't. And I was like, oh, he's nervous. But we got him in, and then he left the pillow at my house. So I told him, yeah, he went and worked. And I told him, like, you can come grab your pillow if you want. And then he just never hit me back. So I was like, oh, this is my pillow now, bitch.
You nutted on it.
Yeah, I did right away.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
When you so did you ever come to Bakersfield before you moved out here at all, or hell no?
Yeah, randomly, actually, I took Amtrak down to LA for my old neck of the woods.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but like the train stops in Bakersfield, and then you have to get on a bus to go the rest of the way over the Grapevine.
Oh yeah.
So there was a period in between, like a layover, if you will, and right next door to it was the Greek Food Festival. And so I just like walked down the street and like got to enjoy the Greek Food Festival. And I was like, this town's kind of cool. And then like a year later, I got the job offer down here and was like, huh, small world shit, you know? I'd never been here before. And when I applied and I saw Bakersfield was listed as the place of employment, I was like, oh yeah, it's like an hour away. I might as well apply for it. It's 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Modesto area, right? That's where
Yeah.
you're from. Yeah, dude, that's all the way up to 99.
Yep. And so I was like, when I punched it in on Google Maps, I had a fucking piece of shit car. I was like, do I really want this job? I'm not gonna get this job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But fucking
Now look at you, dude, rolling in that
Now look at
nice,
me. Yeah.
nice Honda Accord.
I thought it was a horse.
That's what I call her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a pony, dude.
It's a pony, like genuine.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you because you said that you moved down here and you like so where did you go to college at, or you didn't know college?
I was in junior college, Modesto Junior College.
when you got the job.
When I got the job offer, I was self-employed at the time with this website bullshit, living in fucking squalor with a roommate, having a fucking blast of a time. Best of times, worst of times. You know what I mean? And then yeah, I fucking was just going to school because I was like, it was free. And, I got a little bit of FAFSA money. So I was like, fuck it, might as well go to school. Just taking classes that were enjoyable, not working towards anything.
Like what? Like basket weaving or what?
Basket weaving, fucking bead making.
Yeah.
He was pretty much being a white bitch at college.
I was being a white bitch, yeah. No, it
He
was
wore
like,
a flower crown to class.
yeah. I was just finding myself and like taking hella dicks. No.
I was popular on the football team.
Yeah.
Strong body, taking strong body at junior college is crazy, dude.
Yeah. You should have seen those guys.
Two bears wrestling, dude.
Yeah. Especially Modesto junior college, dude. Like,
Rough.
they can't have a wide scope of extracurriculars. You know what I mean?
No, it's true. It was like philosophy of film. I just found teachers I liked and was like, what other classes you got? And then just fucking kicked it with them. And then, I got the job offer and I just told all my teachers, got to go.
So you went to college with no plan of like, I'm going to focus on this. You're like, I'm going to just take a bunch of shit I like.
Yes. And I thought, well, maybe later on down the... Honestly, if anything, it was going to be a philosophy degree, which is just silly as it is. So it's like,
Do you feel like you're a philosopher? What is it?
Philosophical
person?
Philosophizer.
I like philosophy.
Like, as in...
I enjoy reading it.
Like who? Like fucking Socrates and shit?
Socrates, Plato,
That's the
Big
only
Stoic
motherfucker I
or...
know.
Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah.
Stoicism's cool, yeah. I mean, but I don't think... I don't know. I don't like...
You a big history guy?
Not really.
You look like a big history
That's
guy.
what, like, I feel like
I look old.
You
No,
just
like,
look
you'd
like
be-
you have like a lot of Civil War knowledge.
like you would work
Yeah.
at the museum.
I
Yeah.
don't really fuck with history, to be honest with you. I think it's all phony.
I've been getting into the rabbit holes of like unspoken history shit
Yeah?
about like weird shit. Like this girl used to put rabbits in her pussy and fake birth them
What?
to freak doctors out and make her think that she was a witch.
What the fuck was the rabbit doing in there on the way to the hospital?
Oh, for real, dude. Imagine just chilling,
Fucking biting on the walls and shit.
just
She's like,
crammed in. It's like, damn, bro.
and in her head, she's
Kinda
like,
warm in here.
It's like, got AC in this bitch.
she's like, I'm gonna make this doctor look so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're the crazy bitch.
Yeah, that
And then-
sounds like borderline personality disorder.
And there used to be this other chick.
Unspoken history.
They
Why is it this in the textbook?
That's the thing is like, and there's another chick that she was getting chased by the town, and they were like gonna kill her and shit like that, and like publicly execute her. And she went and hid inside of the castle, and all of her kids were like at the bottom floor, and they took their kids outside and like held them hostage.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just showed her puss to the whole crowd and was like, "You guys are stupid. I can make more kids."
Damn.
Like pulled a complete G move. I was like, "That's the shit."
Then what happened? But I mean, then what happened?
They killed her kids.
Well, what happened to her though? She,
I think she ended up getting executed anyway.
yeah, right. Sooner or later,
Yeah.
right?
And she's like, but that was like a G move. She was like, "You guys are idiots. I could just make more kids." Yeah. She ended
Don't
up
need
getting
these
hung
ones?
anyway. It's just like, kill those ones. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, those ones are deformed anyway.
She's like, that was from my cousin anyway.
Those are rabbits. You idiots.
That's hilarious.
I've been getting into Alexander the Great.
Yeah. How do
Good
you watch like videos of like
YouTube, dude.
summaries of it?
Yeah.
Mm.
That, and I got into art like a fucking fag.
Yeah. What medium?
Like just classical art.
Yeah.
Like back then, like you learn like there's certain things like I was just having this conversation yesterday with my chick that like colors weren't a thing until like the 60s. Like bright colors really
Sure.
weren't a thing till like the 60s.
Oh, because of the access to pigments, right?
Because of access to pigments,
Yeah.
and then back in like
Yeah.
the 1500s, only the richest of the rich had colors, like colored curtains, colored all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because to get a certain pigment of red, it took so much work and so much like resources.
You have to get it from like beetles, right?
Yeah, and then you had to you're gonna knock over everything. Go the other way. Go this way. To get to
Hi, Nathaniel.
to get a certain green, you had to take like I think it was like 15 different plants just to dye certain cloth and cotton green.
Yeah. Like blue and purples were like really hard to get. Even today, like to get authentic purple.
Yeah.
It, like
Yeah.
color theory was like a really big deal. Like they had mummy brown, which was like literally like the wrappings and bones of like old like mummies, like Egyptian mummies, ground into pigment and then added to like oils and shit. And like it was like to have a painting actually painted with some of these certain pigments is like actually super rare and it's super valuable just because of what the pigment took to make.
Yeah.
You know, we take it for granted now today. is like fucking, Marcos has a stupid thing with every color of the rainbow on it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that would have literally took like
That would have cost $10,000.
You're right. That's
so, like,
wild.
So that's what I learned is like on a lot of these historical paintings, when these rich people would get shit commissioned for them, they would on purposely put certain colors in the painting to show their wealth. It's like a flex.
Should we cut?
So all these dudes would do that, and then this dude would. I remember he on purposely put a certain kind of orange in the windowsill and a bucket of oranges bottom because those oranges were so rare and so expensive.
Just to see them on paper was like, what?
So he was flexing on everybody. I was like, dude, I'm so rich. Like I keep my oranges in the windowsill. So it's
Damn.
like how rappers flex Lamborghinis and shit.
Yeah,
That's how what they were doing.
Or like, I never even watched the show, but I saw a clip from like Game of Thrones where he like this is like super dope king or whatever offers some guy a drink, and then he opens up a little box of ice, and it's the middle of summer, and they're like in the middle of fucking nowhere, and they're like, oh, this guy's the real deal.
Yeah, like fuck got ice.
Yeah.
Imagine like back then, like shit that poor people have now. Like, dude, that you would have been balling back then.
Yeah, dude.
Frozen water.
Yeah,
Fuck.
frozen water, dude. You're
When it's not
balling.
cold.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Now
crazy.
Shit, where like, dude, why the fuck is this drink warm?
Yeah, for real.
What's up, Nathaniel? You back?
Yeah, I love your hat.
How was taking a shit?
It was a lot.
That was a long shit, dude.
It took me a while.
Nice shit.
Yeah.
Hey, before you sit down,
I
can you
didn't
grab me?
flush it for a reason. I want you guys to check it out later.
Can you grab me a beer before you sit down?
Yeah, but what beer? Do we have a beer in here?
I have a Twisted Tea.
I have a Michelob Ultra in that bag.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you want me to grab it for you?
Yeah, would you?
I mean, I've already sat down, but yeah.
Thanks, man.
This is my kind of dude. Michelob Ultra.
You want one?
Nah, I don't like beer.
Then why am I your kind of dude?
Because you're gonna have a beer. It's like fucking midday.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
5 o'clock
fuck it,
somewhere.
Dude, that's shit my mom
Here.
says.
Yeah.
But the fact that you brought your own, no.
Well, I was gonna offer one to everyone, and
I'll
then
get out of drink, really.
okay. And then you already said
Yeah, I don't drink. Thank
Okay.
you, though.
no disrespect.
Nathaniel,
No,
would you-
it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Nathaniel, would you
Have
like
one for me.
Would you like
Okay.
a celebratory beer?
You have to smash it, though. If
Yeah,
you
you got to shotgun it.
do. Yeah. No, you just have to.
Because I just turned
chug it.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to chug it.
Dude, I love the pants. Did you get those for your birthday?
Nah, dude. Fucking. I saw these in my dad's closet, and I said, nah. I'm like, you own this?
What kind are they? Can you stand up again so I can check those out? I know you
Yeah,
just
you
sat
bet.
down. Give us a twirl right here in the center for everybody.
Ooh, Levi's.
Some nice Levi's. Are they 511s?
Pre-worn?
Let me see. Turn that ass. Let me see what kind.
505.
Why do they fit your leg? Your dad's like a foot shorter than you.
What number is it?
559s?
559s. Wow.
Let me see. Yeah, 559s, dude.
How do they fit
Representing
how
the
do
Central Valley.
What's the inseam length?
How do they fit your pant if it's your dad's? Your dad's like 7 inches shorter than you.
Those are his dad's like retro pants. I guarantee those are old as shit.
But do you know what I mean?
Levi's are the way Levi's are designed. They're meant to go all the way up to your belly button with a belt.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not
No.
every cut.
Well.
Not at all.
Maybe if you're
Yeah.
a bitch.
Yeah, if
Well,
you're a woman.
Well. Yeah. I just told you a fact. You can. It's up to you whether you want it
No.
or not. But usually for other pants, I go up to like 36. I need a 36 or a 38 on length, which is so fucking hard to find.
Yeah.
These are 34s, but because they're Levi's, they fit really nicely. And I asked my dad. I said, I've never seen you wear these." And he went, "Yeah, I just got those. I'm doing a set at the Crystal Palace."
Oh, your dad's back to the Crystal Palace?
But he had to cancel
Why?
because one of his band members just got their firefighter schedule. It's insider. It's inside baseball, really. But
Damn.
Dude, we
Yeah,
should
you
have
got
took
these
it
fucking-
over.
Yeah.
These
Well,
look
I mean,
nice.
what's the guy play?
He plays the trumpet.
Yeah.
you play trumpet?
Mm-hmm.
do you
Anthony
play?
plays every instrument.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't play anything.
What about you, Marcos? What
I
do
can
you
sing.
have? You can throw the hat in.
I could sing.
I can
I
sing.
think that with that hat on, you can do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So what was what was it like on your birthday? How was that?
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, by
thanks,
the way.
guys. Thank you.
Congrats on 21.
Thank you, man. I didn't do anything. But I'll tell you what happened the next morning. You guys want to know?
Yeah.
I went to Dave's house, and it was a lot of fun.
I heard Dave told us.
I had a blast. You already told him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
told
we
us
just
that
talked
you walked in to his room, or you walked into your room, and it was like, "Hey, I'm gonna wake you up in the morning. Don't worry about setting an alarm." And you requested a bowl of oats,
Granola.
granola.
about- which is
I
oats.
was like, I don't know how you stretch the story. Then I said, can you do something cute? Can you do something cute like give me like a little
was that? Did you
granola
see
bar
that?
when I wake up in the morning?
He just gave him like some correspondence.
Yeah, because he had to.
I said it was a granola bar, not what you actually requested.
I said I wanted to be like, like when my mom wakes me up on my birthday and it's like, do you want pancakes? I said I want that. I said I want that in some kind of stretch. So if you could give me a granola bar or something tomorrow morning, and he goes, I'll think about it. And I don't know where he got it, but he got one.
It wasn't granola bar.
It was.
It was a fruit bar.
It was fruit leather.
Well, I guess it doesn't have granola in it, huh?
Homemade
no.
fruit leather.
It's a whole nother game.
It's jerky.
I've had that. I've had those fruit bars for about 3 years, and I just love any opportunity to get rid of them. So I was like, this is perfect.
Leave them out for Nathaniel, dude. They'll be gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
they'll be
dude, I
gone.
loved it. It was so delicious.
Tight.
You
That's
just have
cool.
those laying around the house?
Yeah.
Or your girlfriend bought them, and he was like, you should try these. And then you just,
Yeah.
why?
This bitch hasn't ate 2 of them. No.
They literally, oh, these aren't good. Let's keep them forever.
That's how it was, because I had like big old box of fruit snacks. Nathaniel polished them.
Yeah.
Are they still in there, Nathaniel, or nah? They're gone.
Fruit snacks.
Remember those red fruit snacks, the red package I used to have?
That's right. I ate probably 2 in my lifetime.
Yeah, those are still in there, I
They're
think.
good.
Yeah. I grew up too poor. Like, if it's not fucking covered in mold, we're not throwing that shit away.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
just threw away my bagel that I had up there for a long time, and I picked it up. I was like, this is disgusting.
I don't know what it is, but
There
we've
was a
gotten like
mushroom.
6 or 7 bagels in the last few weeks, and they've all gone mold. All of them. And we've
Dude.
only had them for like a week.
I just had a fucking gallon of milk go bad on me because I
Whoa.
cracked it open. It was supposed to expire on Saturday.
I think we're onto
I
something.
cracked it open. I think I cracked it open like 2 weeks ago. Poured it, and then I put it back in the fridge. Haven't touched it for like a week and a half. Opened it, fucking smelled sour. Dude, they're trying to kill us.
Thanks,
Wow.
Obama.
Yeah.
Who's they?
The fucking government, dude.
Mm.
Big dairy.
Glad you brought this up.
Big
Do
dairy.
you know what?
Well, I don't think because if milk goes bad, it's not actually bad. It's just like
It's a new product.
yeah,
Spiced.
cottage cheese.
Yeah. Now you have a gallon of sour cream.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I had it and I like poured it in my cereal because I have 2 things of cereal
That's
up there
the
that I need
worst.
to go through.
it's the worst.
Fucking poured it and I took a bite and I was like, these Frosted Flakes taste sour.
Yeah, that's the worst.
That sucks.
But you put that on a taco, now you're cooking.
Tastes amazing.
Yeah, now you're cooking, dude.
I should have done that. You still good on time, Julian?
No, yeah. We're all good. We're all golden. I'm
Everything's
just keeping
figured
up.
out?
Yeah, I'm just
All
keeping
right,
up
cool.
with everything.
I've shoveled so many moldy pieces of cereal into my mouth on
Moldy?
accident because I didn't know,
Moldy pieces of cereal,
chunky, moldy, stinky, whatever you want.
cereal.
Throw a few vocab words in. I don't care.
Dude, I imagine your gut is
It's dry.
just is solid. Like your stomach is good.
Yeah.
Like
One of
there's
those-
no fucking it up.
One of those goat-in lines. One time I was at a friend's house and he had a gallon of milk behind, and I grabbed it, poured it, didn't pay attention, just puked it back out into the sink. It was awful, dude. It was like 4 weeks spoiled, and I was like, why the fuck do you have this in your house? You dirty people. You dirty, dirty human beings. Why
Well-
would you keep milk in your house like this?
Who was this? What race were they?
White,
Oh,
which is
okay.
even crazier, right? Well,
Yeah.
and they had it like and they were rich white, so they like not rich but really wealthy. They had beautiful stocked pantry, just snacks from the top to bottom, protein shakes all the way on one shelf, and I'm like, you guys not drink milk or something?
Maybe not.
Because at the time I thought so, but me and my family have kind of dialed back.
on milk.
Because both of my sisters just recently became lactose intolerant,
Mm.
so all we have is lactose intolerant milk in the house.
Just like almond milk,
Lactate.
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 It's incredible.
Wow.
I'm
It's
more.
so
I'm
good.
more of a
It's
oat milk
so
guy.
good.
More of an oat milk guy.
You want to talk about a
It-
government conspiracy?
Tastes like oatmeal.
Lactose intolerance. Where
Yeah.
did that come from?
Exactly.
Well, we've always been lactose intolerant, right?
Not if you drink it from a young age.
No, as you age, the enzyme, like your gut stops producing the enzyme to break down lactose.
I'm still good, dude. I could eat a pint of ice cream and not be fucked up.
You are, dude, but you're just like pushing through it for ice cream.
He's like, no, you don't believe me, do you? Watch this. And he goes and gets a pint of ice
I
cream.
have a pint of Haagen-Dazs.
I'm fine, dude.
I have a pint of Haagen-Dazs vanilla. I will demolish it right now.
But you don't get like a little, a
No.
little burpee or.
Nothing.
Me neither.
Or maybe,
Creamy.
maybe you're just always in that state of discomfort. You're like,
Probably.
"Oh, it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
dude. Yeah,
It's normal.
This is me.
yeah. Like I eat ice cream knowing that it's
Fuck you up?
Yeah, not
Oh,
fuck me
shit.
up. Like it's not lactose intolerance. It's more like a prejudice.
So
towards
you're gonna
it, you know
pay
what I mean?
for it.
Hmm.
Like it is good. Like I'm gonna have a little bubble guts, but like
Yeah.
if I put ice cream on top of something that's already volatile,
Okay.
then it's a perfect storm.
You're
You know what I
putting,
mean?
you're fucking putting your ice cream's like showing up to the wrong hood in your stomach.
Exactly. Yeah.
so you just have to
dude.
pick your battles. Like,
Yeah.
do I really?
Yeah.
It's like a hangover.
It's always worth it. It's always ice cream's always worth it.
Dude, people who have like a really
Glass
high,
of milk, I'll pass. You know?
Yeah, I love milk.
I love
Dude,
milk too, but
Glass of milk, you got to be careful with a glass of milk.
like starting off your day with a bowl of cereal and then just having diarrhea.
nothing's
Yeah,
like
that
it.
sucks.
Nothing
Yeah.
like it.
No, but don't you know that, like, you know how, like, if you fill a cup halfway full of milk, it's like, that's good.
First of all, if you're above the age of fucking 14 and still drinking a glass of milk, what's wrong with you?
Oh, never mind. I don't want to tell the story then.
Yeah.
If you're just having
I
just
agree.
a glass of milk and there's no cookies,
Okay, what
there's no
about-
snack with it, no little donut with it.
What about like
are
a
you doing?
what about like a peanut butter sandwich?
Exactly, that's fine. It's with something. If you're just like, I'm gonna have a glass of milk and
You
that's
need
it.
to have a glass of milk with a
What
peanut butter
is
sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you're having a glass of milk and that's it, nothing with it, you're fucking a serial killer or something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Guilty as charged.
Do you do that? You're just like, fuck it, we gotta have some milk.
I don't buy milk, but man, if it's around, yeah, I'll fuck it up.
But you don't buy it though.
Yeah,
What do
you
you mean
don't
if it's
purchase.
around? You're
Go
like,
to my mom's house, go to a friend's house.
Oh, okay.
People buy it still.
yeah, yeah.
So
yeah,
my mom
100%.
still produces milk.
She's like, he'll come visit me eventually.
Yeah.
Just keeps pumping to keep it going.
Yeah.
They're backed up, sweetie.
She's like this. Thank God you finally
my
came.
David, when are you gonna come back?
Your
Are
dad
you-
hasn't been thirsty lately.
Are you the only single child?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest of how many?
Well, they're all halves,
Fuck.
but there's 10 of them.
What?
Yep. 2 on my mom's side and 8 on my dad's side.
Dude, your dad was fucking.
He's still
Is
fucking.
your dad a truck driver?
Nope.
Damn.
He lives in, nope.
Oil fields?
Nope. Computer guy.
What?
Yep.
Fuck it.
San Francisco.
Oh, okay. That's
Got a fucking Peruvian wife.
Nice.
all with the same chick?
All with the same chick.
Damn, that's a fertile ass chick, dude.
Yeah.
But she's Peruvian.
I know.
Yeah.
And so they're all like in like some of them are still like young.
One of them's a baby.
Yeah.
So they're half Mexican,
Yeah.
half Peruvian. The same thing.
And you're
Yeah.
the only one that's half white? Or you're the only one that's full white?
Yeah.
Damn. So on your mom's side, they're all like half black?
No. Well, no. Nah. Yeah, I guess there's some white people in there.
Dude,
for sure.
that's wild. Dude, that's just an IT guy fucking.
Yep. It's crazy.
So is it like, does he do like a rule like every 2 years we're going to have one? Or then you knocked him out back to back a few times?
I don't
No,
know,
it just
dude.
happens naturally, I think. Yeah, your Wi-Fi's out.
How old's your
Yeah,
dad?
We'll come and let me come inside.
Is he older?
He's younger.
Oh, okay.
I passed the age that he had me at, which is weird. But
Oh, okay. So he's like 40, like
Yeah.
early 50s kind of shit.
yeah, something like that. 40, maybe almost 50 type shit.
Yeah. So he's still able to fuck.
Yeah. But I don't ever talk to him, so I couldn't give you guys too more
Oh.
details beyond this.
Okay.
Grow up with him or without?
Without. Yeah.
So stepdad, whole life.
Yep. Same one too.
Same one?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, no, he's tight.
Hell yeah. Do you call him dad?
No.
No.
Don't
he's
call
still,
anyone dad.
He's still Roger.
Jim.
Yep.
Yeah, he's still Roger.
Yes.
Jim or Roger?
It's neither, but it's
It's close.
yeah. You guys are on the right
Hey,
path.
Jim, pour me a glass of milk.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Jim, go get fucking milk, dude.
I'm thirsty.
Jim. Yeah.
Fucking man of the house. That's what's up, dude. So when you had younger siblings on your mom's side, was it
Yeah.
like a weird growing thing or no?
It was such a huge gap, because it was like her second marriage and shit. So she didn't like start right away, even though like I had the stepdad from like 2 years old or whatever. They didn't have kids right away, so there was such a huge gap. It was always kind of like they had another parent and not necessarily like brother rivalry. But we were so broke that we had to like share a room forever. So
You're all, don't look at me naked. I might go to
yeah,
jail.
it was that kind of shit. Yeah.
Did you big brother any of them? Like give them advice and
fuck
stuff?
yeah, dude. I still do.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of him.
You
What's
take
up?
care of them and like, hey, how are you doing? No, don't do that. Yes, do that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So what's
That's good.
so to your next sibling? What's the
Age gap there?
Yeah.
He's 19.
Okay.
He's the oldest one.
so like 6 years, right?
Yeah. For that one.
Yeah.
And then the youngest one on my dad's side's like a year maybe.
That's weird.
That's crazy.
That's weird, dude. One of my homies, one of my best friends, it's kind of similar situation. He's like a middle child, or he's like the youngest, and then his parents separated like in high school, and then the dad went off and like got a new chick, and like they just had a kid probably maybe like 3-4 years ago. So he just has like a 5-year-old. He's like my age, 29, and has like a 6-7-year-old fucking. It's like dude,
Sibling?
Yeah.
Half sibling. That's crazy.
It's like, that's weird, dude.
That is weird.
Yeah.
What can you do?
I know. I mean, you could kill him, I guess.
Yeah, tried that.
Yeah, there was this chick in my math class that was like, I think she's 20 now.
Uh-huh.
She's like, yeah, I have one sister. She's like 3. I'm like, what? Like, how's that even? That's such a gap.
No, that always turns into like I'm raising this person now.
Mm.
That's what it always turns into.
Yeah, my sister helped. My sister's like 14 years older than me.
And then she pretty much raised you.
No, I mean, yeah, kind
Half,
of, but
half
kind
and
of,
half.
yeah. Like once I got to a certain age, then like she went to college and like
That's
you know,
what
Crazy
was
that
like with
Anthony
me.
was in the same boat, but he's the youngest.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
And look at him, dude.
Anthony's got sisters that I don't know if you know this, but Anthony's got sisters that are almost 60.
What?
Yeah.
Legitimately?
Legitimately.
Whoa.
Like they're close to retiring.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And he's
It's a
close
long
to finding
life.
a job.
That's a long life of fucking.
Yeah, and Anthony still lives at home.
And his parents are still fucking.
Yeah.
How old are the parents then?
70s, almost 80.
They're like, get the fuck out of here, please.
Oh, dude, my balls are so backed up.
That's crazy.
Marcus, do you ever catch your parents having sex at all?
One time, I don't know if my mom knows this, but we picked up that I never saw them, but always heard, always felt. When I say felt,
Yeah.
Shared wall?
Yeah.
let me explain.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Bunk bed?
We used to, my stepdad used
Studio
to,
apartment.
my,
Sleeping in between?
my stepdad used to have an RV. And
Oh.
we used to go camping in the middle of the desert, which is like, we just drive 15 minutes out of Cal City, set up a campsite
Yeah,
for
you're
us.
in the desert. Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's just like camping in your backyard.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And we would just set up, hang out for the weekend, do bonfires and shit. And I remember one of the first few times we did it, me and my brother woke up and we felt the RV rocking.
Putting in work.
Just rocking. It was
Not
like,
even-
and we were like, is it windy outside? We look, there's like no bushes are moving. We're like, what the fuck? And then my mom comes out and she's breathing heavy, getting a glass of water. I'm like, what was that? And my brother goes, I think they were having sex. And I was like, ew.
She comes out, she grabs a glass of water, puts salt in it for electrons. She's like, I'm gonna need this.
I'm going back in, honey.
Yeah.
It was like the wildest thing. I was like, I don't know if she knows it, but yeah, I felt them move the RV on me.
Damn.
Oh,
So
that
weird.
sucks.
That's power right there, dude.
Pretty much, it was like, I'm gonna show your kids what's up.
Yeah. You basically got fucked by your stepdad.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Like
I want to
if
think about that.
like just like cuz he made you move. Like
Yeah,
he you felt the motion of the ocean.
He
Yeah.
fucked his own daughter too, because she was right there in the RV
dude,
with
we're
us.
not talking about dude. That's too
Don't
much.
be
Come on,
weird,
man.
bro.
Come on.
Come on.
How's that weird?
Nah,
Why do you
that's
have
not
to
right.
pull her into this, dude?
Because she was also there. If I'm gonna get fucked by my stepdad, I ain't gonna be the only one. All right.
No, but yeah, that's
He was-
true. If you would like put your ass on the like a faucet or something like that,
And let it go inside of me.
and then like as
He
the
controls
let
the
movement
pace.
get
Yeah.
you, he
Yeah.
goes, he doesn't know, but I do.
Yeah.
He's doing this.
You're getting the same pace as your mom at that
That's very
exact
descriptive.
moment.
He secretly has a +1 on
You
that.
can hear
body
you can
count.
hear you and your mom come at the same time.
He's timing it, slowing down for one or the other. That's gross.
That's sick.
This is what you guys talk about on here?
No,
For the most
no,
part.
not
Every
at all.
time Marcos getting fucked?
Yeah.
That's tight.
He likes it though.
That was my fault though. I prompted that.
I know. That's a weird question you asked.
Sorry.
How dare you?
Yeah. What did you watch your parents have sex or what?
I
He's all on my dad's bass guitar.
it was the night I was driving to your house. Like,
That's why he
I
loves
was
it.
getting all my stuff ready.
because they were just fucking.
And I
until
was
have
just
to get outta
brushing
here.
my teeth, and I think it was like 11 at that point or something. And then I just hear, you know what I mean, like
A whip?
Like a
like a
smack?
spank. You know what I mean?
Ooh, nice.
And then I'm like, I can kind of hear going on. You know, there's something going down here.
A
And
spank.
my
Let's
parents
play
went
it
to
out.
bed. Parents went to bed like 2 hours ago. You know, so I'm like, there's something. I'm like, if there's sound coming from this room, I know what's happening.
Nathaniel's still so immature. He goes, Dad, stop!
So I go into my sister's room and she's awake. I mean, they all stay up till like 3 a.m. and I'm like brushing my teeth in her room, and I'm like, God, that's the worst. And I'm like, don't go in there. I'm like, you'll hear them. And she goes, oh, are they having sex? And I go, this is the
Middle
first.
sister?
Yeah. I'm like, this is the first time I've ever caught him. And she goes, yep, it gets bad. Yeah. It's like I've at least 6 times for me. And I went,
Fuck.
You're all looking at your sister like, you
I'm
fucking
like,
pervert.
Damn, dude. It's because they're up so late. I
Ah.
usually go to bed at like 11. They stay up till 3, and we'll go in and out, get snacks in the
Yeah.
kitchen. They're like little ferrets, little rats going around.
They
the
hang
house
around
all
for
day.
the fucking.
Yeah,
Raccoons.
so they'll hear a lot of commotion. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, this is my first. And then my sister's like the vet on the end of the bed smoking a cigarette. Like,
As she's scratching in the next tally mark on her wall.
you'll get used to it.
Another
The
one.
Bowie knife.
Yeah. She's carving an apple. Just
Way to go, Dad.
It's day 58.
eating an apple off a knife.
Another fucking.
It doesn't last that long. Don't worry. It'll be over.
You
before
become
you know it.
numb to the sounds.
You don't even know it's there anymore.
Have you got caught jerking off by your? You've gotten caught jerking off by your dad, didn't you?
Mm-mm.
No?
My sister, but that's it.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing. What did she? Do? How like not how old, but like, how old were you?
I think I was 18, 17.
Whoa.
So this was like
That was 6 months ago,
yeah,
dog.
so this was not that long ago.
It was last week, actually. Yeah. It
When
was
you got caught, what did she tell you?
nothing. Nothing happened, dude. Nothing happened. She was letting my dog into my room. I think she saw me. Maybe she didn't. She definitely did though.
She just heard.
No, because I was full. I was open.
Were you? But do you get butt ass naked when you jerk off? I
Um,
wouldn't either poo it. I leave a shirt on.
keep a hat on, but that's it.
But wouldn't you get butt ass naked if you were this?
Yeah, fuck yeah,
Fuck
all the
yeah,
time.
dude.
Yeah.
No problem.
I'd be like, oh, whoops.
Oh,
Dude, he does. I don't know if you
fell
know
off.
this.
push-ups, butt
Yeah,
naked,
he does
dude.
push-ups butt naked in his living room.
I would too.
In his living room.
Come on, dog.
It's like a weird dominance thing for
Christian
him.
Bale shit.
Yeah.
That's tight.
I go down and it's like my penis touches the floor. I go back up.
Yeah.
It's a long way
Damn.
down.
That's
yeah,
how
it's a
I
long
ring
way
it.
down.
It's a long way down. Yeah, I'm basically just laying on the floor at that point. But
Yeah,
nothing
you
was
actually have to
mentioned.
lay on the floor and then thrust forward, and then
Yeah,
your
yeah.
dick touches the ground. And then you
Otherwise, it's just your hip bones holding it up.
yeah.
He's damn near doing fucking girl push-ups.
Nothing was mentioned ever. I didn't
I would
didn't
hope
mention
not.
to her, nothing
this
mentioned to
day.
me, and I'm like, dude, she probably did, but I'm not gonna.
Well, you got to make sure you got to say, hey, did you see me doing that?
No,
or
I think
not?
we can go our whole lives without mentioning it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
it's just not. It's just a
Unless we're
natural
like
occurrence.
40 and drunk and talking to each other.
Yeah,
Dude,
like you
I
get a
mean-
little tipsy, and you're like, "Hey, sis," like that. Like you guys
So,
have a couple beers.
I
And
hate to change the subject, but
But you remember that time I was stroking my cock,
And she
you
goes,
walked
oh,
in?
yeah, honey.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
She goes, yeah, it wasn't much of a stroke, but yeah.
don't get me started. And she has another tally mark the day since. Just
Nice. Dope socks. Fortnite socks. That's tight.
yeah, these ones are Fortnite, and then these ones are Toon Squad.
Does he,
Yo.
David, can you do us a favor and lean over and smell Nathaniel?
Yeah.
Does he still smell musty or like sour?
He smells good.
Good. You finally fixed your clothes situation?
Uh huh.
Can you tell everybody what was going on?
You weren't drying your clothes.
Sure, I don't think it's a big deal,
It
but
is a
I
big
smelled
deal.
like
It's
shit for a week.
Mm.
I put
Was-
all my clothes. I clean a lot of clothes at one time, and I left them in the washer,
Yep.
and they all
Yep.
got mildew smell.
Yeah,
Classic.
And I let them dry, so I smelled like Moisty Myers from Fortnite. Right?
that's the worst.
Right? And then I was awful for a week, and then it was so weird. I told Marcus, I was like, "Do I smell like shit?" And then Marcus was like, "God damn!" And I'm like,
That's the
he's like,
worst.
"You smell so fucking musty."
Yeah, you didn't smell like shit.
And then
you
I'm
smell like
coming out
BO.
of the green room. I'm coming out of the green room, and Autumn's going in, and I'm like, "Why is Autumn going in the green room?" And she like bumps into me, and she goes, like sniffs me as she walking by. I'm like, "What the?" And I went, "Oh." And then I see Marcos like watching from a distance. She goes, "Is it bad?" And then Autumn goes,
You sent her to do the
Yeah, I
sniff?
was like, go smell him.
"Yeah." He sent his girlfriend to go sniff me out,
That's
to see
tight.
if he was, see if.
I was like, go sniff that thing.
and she's like,
over
all
there.
right. Yeah, I'll do
Yeah,
that.
and even Tyson's girlfriend was sitting at the bar, and I was like 3 feet from her, and she was like, "Yeah, I can smell it." I'm like, "Damn."
That's the worst, dude.
That's the thing is like you went out like that. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
Well, you don't know until it's like sweat activated.
Yep. The heat.
You don't know until it's too late.
It's like an
But dude,
incense.
that whole green room smelled like ass.
Yeah, because we had fucking 7 stank pussy Latinas just talking.
Whoa.
You heard me, bitch.
Dude.
stank.
Latina?
Pussies? Nah, I'm just playing. It was because
No, you're not playing, dude.
No, I was obviously playing.
No,
The
you're
back
not,
door to
dude.
the green room was like open. Open a lot of time because they kept going in and out to smoke, and nobody was fucking closing it. So the AC wasn't working, so it got really hot in the green room, and then people went
No,
in to
the
go,
AC was working, but you guys kept
no,
going
yeah,
out
but
the back.
that's what I'm trying to say. The
It wasn't
door-
effective. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it
wasn't
wasn't
effective.
effective.
It
So
wasn't
it was
effective.
like fucking
It was
90
working.
degrees in the green room, and there was like 11 people
When
in
was this?
there.
Roast battle.
Oh.
Dude, you'd walk in there.
Oh,
and
so
you'd be
yeah,
like,
you
God, there's a
coulda-
broken humidifier somewhere in here, dude. It's just moist.
Yeah, you
can
could
feel
have
it when you
blamed.
walk in.
You could have blamed the green room on that one.
Dude.
I'm surprised you got
picked out so quickly in that green room.
No, but I genuinely smelled.
You know,
I
you
went
did,
home
but
and I
you
was
could
like,
have blamed it. I feel like on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
could've.
sucks in here, huh?
Why didn't you just go buy? Why'd you just buy a new shirt?
I just don't, have a ton of shirt money laying around.
They're like $8 for a shirt.
$8?
Yeah.
Maybe that one, but not
No,
the ones
this
I'm
is
buying.
actually a really expensive shirt.
I have
This
a
is
shirt
limited
that you
edition.
have.
All right.
Really? You mean that?
Yeah, it's a 2X.
You still have Vans for me?
Never did.
Okay, gotcha. Just started small talk, huh?
He pushes it, bro. He came over and was
See?
like, "Hey, can I have a granola bar?" And then he's like, "Hey, look at this Amazon link to these shoes I want. Wouldn't that be so?" I'm like, dog, eat what you want.
Have you
That's-
seen that meme to where it's the broke boyfriend goes to Walmart with her rich girlfriend? And he's like hugging her, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I've always
Oh,
wanted
from the
that
back?
game."
Yeah, yeah.
Hugging her from the back, like, "Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
game
do
looks
that
so
with my
good."
girl all the time now.
He goes, I've always wanted that remote, but I just never got to it. That's what David is to me. Except he doesn't hug me from behind. He hugs me from under. Well, I still behind, I guess.
Mm.
You know.
So, Dave, how come you don't do more roast battles?
Me?
Yeah.
I've only been invited to do one, and I won it.
Which one did you do?
Oh.
Felix,
Big day. Easy.
easy money.
So how come you don't? Is there anybody you'd want to roast in the scene or no?
I mean, I'm down for whoever with enough time. You know what I mean? I think that
Yeah.
doing it from afar, I didn't know Felix. You know what I mean?
Right.
Literally, it was because Anthony needed someone to fill in
That day or whatever?
Yeah, or whatever. So I would like to do someone that I know better, because I
'Cause
feel like
Yeah, that's fun.
When we did the roast of what was his name? God damn it.
Anthony Rivero,
No. Norwood. When we did Norwood's.
Jaden
Jaden's.
Norwood.
oh yeah,
You like went up there and it was hilarious.
It was
Yeah, thank
personal.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt personal.
I always wanted to do him,
Uh-huh.
and then they were like,
Okay, we don't need to know your sexual fantasies.
and then they were like, hey, it's his last day, so we're gonna do like, if anyone wants to roast him, and I was like, oh fuck, and I had like not enough time, but I was like, I gotta say something to this
Yeah.
little bitch, and so I fucking yeah. But
My
good
favorite
kid.
One of my favorite jokes he said was those 3 lines are for where to cut.
Yep. When his comedy career dies, reminds him where to go.
Did
That's
you
right, 'cause
also
he has
say?
lines around his wrist?
Did you say
tattooed.
that also keeps tally of the men he fucked?
I don't think so.
Someone said that one.
That's good, though.
So it was a tally of the men he fucked.
That's tight.
I don't think that was me.
But yeah, dude, that's like watching that. I was like, David's a good fucking roaster.
Yeah.
You should roast this big guy right here.
Yeah, I could do that.
That'd be a good one.
Could roast you.
I don't do roast.
You-
Yeah, he refuses,
I don't like doing them.
Why?
It's like unnecessary writing.
Mm.
and he's never written in his
I don't
life,
like.
so he
No,
doesn't-
I write. I just don't like writing for one specific thing.
don't
Yeah.
believe him. He's gaslighting you.
I don't usually write at all.
Grass?
Gas.
You said grass.
You did say grass.
My apologies.
I don't usually write at all, but I wrote the most for that
That
that roast because I was like, my first time getting invited to do anything outside of a mic, so I was like, I'm gonna knock this out of the park.
The most I write is when I judge.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you write? So nothing is nothing. Is his
No. When I see him, like we had go up and judge the gay battle that we had 2 weeks ago. I say gay because they were both a bisexual person. That's what they named it. And he sat there with a notebook and he was like writing down as many roasts as he could while he was listening to them. And he was like, and he did that at our roast battle.
That's
He
smart.
would sit there at the chair and you could see him all like tallying good jokes and bad jokes.
And I'm writing jokes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Everybody else is tallying the score. He's just like,
That's smart though.
That's sick. Yeah.
But that's the thing is like I can't get into that mindset of writing until it's like happening right in front of me.
yeah.
Well,
Especially when you're on stage, I bet. I mean, writing on stage would be great. Like, literally writing on stage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be, like, a lot coming in. Because you're on stage, you're in that mindset, you're performing, basically. So I can imagine you could get a lot of shit out of that really fast.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, I'm here now. It's like, let's just put some shit out.
Hell yeah.
It's weird. But like, put me at home and tell me to write something funny. It's not gonna happen.
yeah, dude. It's just, it turns into this weird, like, drawn out speech, and then it's like,
so fucking boring.
but I don't know. I'm so new that I don't know, if, I don't know.
It takes me a long time to like. I have to say it out loud to people. To
Definitely.
make it work.
Yeah.
So it's like versus Nathaniel could sit and write for fucking hours, and it's funny no matter what.
That's tight.
Versus me, I'm like, I have 2 ideas and I have to talk about it to make it funny,
Yeah.
or I have to go on a rant and make it funny.
Yeah.
So like, don't like. It's just like a lot of things. Like early on, like I learned is like I used to write like long form, like write every single word I had to say.
Mm-hmm.
But then it learned after a while. I was like, that shit sucks. I'm gonna just talk about it when I get to it.
That's exactly, I learned that quick. because I would find myself halfway through this monologue and be like, fuck, this sucks. I want to get out of here. I'd much rather just like loosey-goosey, like, all right, fucking abandon that really quick, you know, as fast as we got onto it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should write, but I just fucking, I don't know how.
Because you're one of like the early guys who would like kind of talk to the audience and you won't, like, it doesn't suck.
Talking to the audience?
Yeah, like almost like doing crowd work, like it doesn't suck.
Yeah.
Because a lot of comics try to do it early on and it's like, this is terrible.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes I just hate doing like rehearsed or written material to a crowd that's just like doesn't give a fuck.
The best bits that I've ever made, I sat and wrote for a long time, but they're not good until I write them on stage. Like the shit that I add to it, the cues that I add, like the way I say it, I don't figure that out until I get on stage. Like it's so difficult for me.
It's like I remember watching you. You did. There's those two Asian guys sitting in the crowd.
Yeah. I got a great clip of that too.
So, and you said something about when he's like a Honda or some shit.
Yeah, that's the
You
clip.
guys came here in a Honda.
Well, the first question I asked was like, how many car-related Instagram do you guys follow?
That's what it was.
And they're like, man. Yeah, and then the funniest bit though is like, I'm like, come on, what kind of Honda do you drive, bro?
Yeah.
And then they both were like, Civic, and the other guy's like, an Accord. I'm like, oh, yes.
Knew it.
Fucking got him.
Nailed that.
Yeah.
Now, do you think like that's because like you're very observational, like without even recognizing that like you kind of are?
No, I'm just racist. No, I'm just kidding. No, I had lots of training as the school bully. So I can just see like what
I can see that, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that where like your role? Like you were kind of a bully.
Some would say, but I would say
You're all the fucking gays would say that.
yeah, the ones that needed it. We had a lot less cat kids in my school than there is now. You know?
Well, you guys are
yeah.
the cowboy capital of the world,
Right?
apparently.
Exactly. Yeah. But nah.
Did you get any fights when you were in school?
Yeah, I got a few.
Few?
Were you like a athlete in school or no?
I played football, but I was trash.
So it was told.
I had fun though. It was fun.
Yeah, me too.
Were you just like the funny teammate? Like you just be giggling when the coach is yelling at everybody?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. For
Dude,
sure.
I
Yeah.
like always wanted to be, but I never was. Cause it's just like there was just a few guys that were just like, dude, you're fucking hilarious. We had this guy named Nathan DeVille, and I never was on his team.
Good name.
Yeah, right.
It is a good name.
Already, good start.
Better than Webb.
And I think I was on sophomore. He was on senior. And one time he was in the
Varsity.
locker room. Yeah, that's what I meant. He was in the locker room, and the coach was super pissed, giving like a crazy talk. And he sat right next to the coach, and then just put his balls out and his dick. And like while the coach was talking, and then everyone was trying to pay attention to the roast, and they couldn't because he just had his dick out the entire time.
That's
And then
fire.
he waited until coach saw it and was like, God, Nathan, God. And he went, Then he put it back in his pants and stuff. I'm like, dude, who the fuck does that? You know what I
That's
mean?
sick.
You got to be on another level just to whip your dick out while
There's
coach is
one of
talking.
two things. You either have to be a star, like coach, you can do anything. A coach has to play you no matter what, or you suck so bad you know you're not gonna play.
Yep.
It's neither or. It's like you have to be so good no matter what you do, you're gonna play, or you suck so bad that you just like fuck it, dude. I'm just here. This is my role.
Might as well enjoy myself once.
Yeah. I ain't stepping on that court, son.
Yeah.
I think he was one of the best players on the team defensively. See, he was like charged up kid. He was one of those kids you could just fucking break rocks on their head.
That's sick.
For basketball.
Yeah, just like I don't just charged people. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe
Dennis
it.
Rodman.
Yeah, that build.
Yeah.
He said White just has the best hops on the team, but doesn't know how to do a crossover.
Uh-huh.
He was one of those guys. I played against him a few times. He's hilarious, and I've never like personally met the guy, but I just hear the crazy stories all the time. Like
What do you mean you were on a basketball team with him?
Didn't you see
like
his
he
cock?
shaved this chick's head while she was sleeping and then broke up with her. I'm like, dude,
Whoa,
what
you're
is
ugly now,
going
bitch.
on?
Yeah, for real.
You suck now.
I'm like, these stories are crazy.
Oh my god.
It's funny.
That's
though, dude.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny.
Were you a class clown?
No, I was a drama kid.
Oh, no shit.
I played football and I did drama and that was it.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, that was more of like a Like I focused on that more than anything.
Do you
That's
remember
cool.
any of like the big laughs you got in a classroom when you were a kid? Like, oh, I fucking nailed that one, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He's all every day.
Let's go. I came in with fresh material every day.
Oh my god, I was just such a monster, bro. We had this like continuation school across the street, but you couldn't go there until you were a certain age, and I was like one of the younger people in my class, so I was untouchable for like a year because they're like, we can't send him over there until next year. So I had like, my freshman year, I was just like unstoppable force. Fucking didn't do any work, any homework, fucking nothing, and was just like having a ball every day. And yeah, I would just like go into classes and be like, hey, I'm with yearbook. Can I get so and so? And just like call my friend out of class and we just go fucking walk around and shit. Or like my friends would let me know when they had a substitute teacher, and I would just go like lay down in their class as it was like filling in with the class, and then hop up in the middle of it and like run as the teacher started teaching.
What the
Classic.
fuck?
And then yeah, and then she'd be like, who was that? And then like no one would snitch on me. Just having a blast, man.
Classic shenanigans.
But just ruined my fucking school shit. I was fucked.
So like, were you like? I take it you didn't make honor roll,
Fuck no. I barely graduated, dude.
but then like you're a tech guy now.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think there's a correlation there.
I feel like you have to be smart to be a tech guy.
Well, you don't have to be smart to do well in school or
Yep.
to do bad in school.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
You could just not do the shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So
And
that's what you was. Like, you just didn't do nothing.
like,
Exactly.
dude, I like hanging out with like doctors and shit like that. Like through my fiance, I realized that they're not like even smart people. They're just like obedient.
Good at school.
They're obedient. That's
Yes.
it. Like they know how to take direction, and that's it. Like
100%.
Like they're not smart. Like I mean, they're not stupid,
Yeah.
but they're not like these like geniuses that like I used to think of him as like, oh man, that's a doctor. It's like, no, he just went to school every day for 8 years and sat in the front of the class like a fucking nerd
And memorized the shit he was supposed to
Yeah, and then-
better than everyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Memorizing is a huge thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like
a bitch.
Yeah, I mean I do that now, but you know like
What, memorize like a bitch?
yeah, it sucks, dude. I hate it.
Gotta
Think
memorize
about it,
like a bitch too.
That's real bitch behavior, dude. Remembering what you're told.
I
I
gotta
wrote a
get going,
fucking
guys.
thesis today.
Like that? We're not even.
Well, Nathaniel still fucking barely got here.
Fuck Nathaniel, dude.
You're right.
We started at 4:00.
Are we going with you?
Yeah, everyone's coming with me to my son's jiu-jitsu class right now, dude. Let's go, dude. Nathaniel's been.
That's tight.
All right,
Yeah,
I gotta
dude,
go.
It was fun, dude.
All right, Julian.
Bye.
What's the cause of ruckus with the community?
I got beat up by a special ed.
Hold on, bitch. Hey, tell me if this counts as bullying.
Even like in a silly goose time.
I'm pretty cool, I think. He calls me Zaddy.
Welcome to the Bad Neighbor Podcast.